Assalamu alaikum grade 5. How are you all? This is unit 16, lesson B, translating shapes. Today we are going to learn how can we draw and translate simple shapes on the coordinate plane. Before we start, what is a translation? We want to know the meaning of the translation. Translation means to move shape from one position to another without rotated or flip it. So here, shape A, we move it from its position to B, but we didn't rotate or we didn't reflect the shape. This is just a movement. Here we have two shapes, A and B, two triangles, and we want to know, is this a translation or no, and why? What do you think? Good, this is not a translation because they rotate the shape. Here, is this a translation? From A to B. Excellent. This is a translation, yes, because we move the place or the position of shape B to A or A to B. This is same. Here, this is a translation. Excellent. This is not a translation because also here they rotate the shape. This one, is it translation or no? Good, this is not, because also here the shape has been rotated. Now we are going to start learning how can we describe a translation. To describe any translation, we have to say the shape movements, left or right side, and how many steps to the left or right, and also describe the movements on the y-axis up and down. And also we have to say how many steps we go up or down. Let's practice this on the example. All of you can see that triangle, the pink one. This is A, and there is a black point. Who can tell me the coordinates for this black point? Excellent. This is -4, x and y -1. So now after we do the translation, we want to check this black point and to describe what happened to this one. Let's check. Now A, it's moving, and this is the new position, B. Let's describe what happened. First, we go left or right. Excellent, we are moving to the right side. Now, after the right side, we go up. Good. So, let's count how many steps to the right we move. -4 to -3, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 steps or 4 squares to the right. And then up, how many steps we move? See, from -1 to 2, we move 1, 2, 3 squares. So here, the translation in words is 4 squares to the right and 3 squares up. Now, if I ask you, can you check the position of the black point on shape B? Excellent. This is 0 and 2. One more example. This is a new shape A, and this shape now we are going to move it or to translate it to another position. Then we want to describe a translation. Okay, it's moving now. This is the new position B. Okay, now let's check the black point on A. It was on 1 and -2. Then we shifted how many squares to the right or to the left? Excellent. So here we shifted to the left. How many squares? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Then how many squares we shifted up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this translation is 4 squares to the left and 5 squares up. Now, if we want to check the new black point, where is it? It's now on -3 and 3. Excellent. Here we have this triangle, and we want to transform this triangle by this translation. The translation is 4 steps to the right and 3 up. So how we are going to translate this shape? So the first step we are going to do it is to choose any vertex from this triangle or any corner. We are going to choose this one, the red point, because we will work on it. Now, after we choose, let's do the translation. First, we have to move it 4 steps to the right. So let's move 4 steps to the right. Then 3 up. This is 3 up. And here we put a new red point. So this is the new point after the translation. Now let's do it on the other vertex. Same. Okay, this is the second corner. Move it 4 steps to the right. Then 3 steps up. Put new dot. Okay, the last one and the third one. Again, we have to move it 4 steps to the right. Then 3 steps up. After that, just connect these points and draw the new triangle, the new shape. So now this is the translated shape. We will work always on the corners. First choose the first corner, move it, the second, again do the translation on it, the third one, and after that just you have to join the vertices together. Here we have the coordinates, we have shape A, triangle, and the question, how has this shape been translated from A to B? We have to describe this. So first, let's check the translation. Start moving. Now we are moving to the right or left first. You have to decide. Excellent. To the right. Then up or down? Down. Good. So here we want to check how many steps to the right. Look at the black point. Okay, it's in -4, and after that -1, the x-axis. So we move how many steps? 1, 2, 3 steps to the right. Now let's check y-axis. It was on 2, excellent, and after that -2. So how many steps we go down? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps we move down. So the translation here, 3 squares to the right and 4 down. I want you now to tell me the point, the black point on A and B. What is the coordinates of the black point on shape A and shape A? It's, remember, first x then y. Excellent, -4 and 2. And on B it's what? Good, it's -1 and 2. Here another shape, and the question same. How has this shape been translated from A to B? So let's check. Look at the black point and observe the translation. This is moving to the right. Good. Then down. So let's check how many steps to the right. The black point on X, it was where? 0. Good. Then we move it right to 4. So this is 4 steps to the right. Then how many down? It was on 1. Now on -2. So this is 1, 2, 3 steps down. So the translation here, 4 squares to the right and 3 squares down. The last shape here, again we have to observe the translation. So let's check. Now we start moving right, then we are going up. So the black point again, it was on -4 on X. Now what is the X of the new one? It's 1. So from -4 to 1, how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is 5 squares. So we are moving 5 squares to the right. Then let's check how many up. The black point on A was -4. Then move to 2. So from -4 to 2, let's count how many squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. We stop here. So we move 6 squares up. Here another question. We have these two triangles B, and the question tells you describe the translation that maps B to Q. So B to Q, how we move it? Let's choose a point, then we will work on this point. So we will choose the first one. This is 1 and 1. and on Q it's what's the coordinate for the new point? Good, 4 and 3. So here, x-axis, we move from 1 to 4. So how many steps? 1, 2, 3 steps. Excellent. Then from 1 on y-axis to 3, so there is 2 steps. So here the answer is 3 squares to the right and 2 squares up. Now, same question and different shape. We want to describe the translation that moves x into y. So first step, we have to choose a vertex on x, and also we look at the same vertex in y. Now in x, what is the coordinate for this one? 2 and 5, and in y it's 5 and 2. So look here, let's check, we move left or right? Excellent, we move to the right. How many steps? 1, 2, 3. Good. From 2 to 5, this is 3 squares to the right. Then we move up or down? Good, down. So from 5 to 2, how many squares down? Good, 3 squares down. So the translation here was 3 squares to the right and 3 squares down. Now this is your time to practice. True or false? The transformation from A to B is a translation by 6 to the left, 1 up. Is it correct or no? From A to B. Is it to the left or to the right? What do you think? Good, to the right. So this is false. Yes, good. Okay, this is the point, and let's check how many steps to the right, how many squares count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 steps to the right. Now we check up or down. Good. Up. How many steps? Excellent. So the translation here, it's 6 steps to the right and 4 up.